Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booger bugging me. Just see the bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse deep and I raiding. We act the fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke away longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott. Took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm ready to go. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. You better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old hoe with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. After life in 9/11, folks. Mad back.
Stay black, it's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry, what I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. Want the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat chain and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Private. You need a in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me. I live in you. Both of our fire in you.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked the towel of my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, I had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a line abusing this deer. I hate to do with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, my ex her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us with the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda. Y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a padded walls. I'm the king, heavy crown. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. New Orleans parades, yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation, yeah, we like. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guy. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. 76. Tell him. 76. 76. What? 180.
Gotw on first down. eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
14. 14.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Thomas. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Michael Thomas, 74 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll run for the first time with Sonny Michel. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A first down carry for Henry. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Michel trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Jameis to throw it. Flush to his right. It finds his target. It's Crowder. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 18 yards there and a first down. Now a handoff to Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Easy, easy, easy. Hey, sub. Hey, sub.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They're running it. It's Michel. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Again to Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Derrick Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Sony Michel taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He'll air it out deep for into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Murphy. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And they'll go on the ground. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
Now Jameis on second down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now it's Freeman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's running.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, lift. 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 Two. 12. 11.
On 2nd down, here's Gotw. Sutton drilling it in on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
76.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Gotw now looks to throw. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now it's gone. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Eric Armstead in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Hey, let's get it working.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's got to 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Let's convert. Hey, sub. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. Looking for Evans. runs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
17.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a first down throw. Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. So, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Murphy. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down, Winston. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. And they'll run it here. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football.
And this is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jamison Crowder, 42 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. 17. They are going for it. Goff nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And they'll go on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
After the interception, here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He's got a man. Complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Buccaneers have it. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They go play action here on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On 2nd down, Winston again. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Buccaneer first, Winston to Brate.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Back now in Tampa. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Ready. Black, 22. Green, triple C. Here we go. Hey.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the I. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Henry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I have to admit to a little bit of surprise on that play call. Short yardage, and they try to go wide. They got spilled for their efforts.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. This can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, They've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, it's gone. Flush to his right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
17. On 2nd and 10, gone. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Super. Hey, 5. Louis.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to air one out. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And what do they...
That means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Jameis now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Winston. His throw incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz? He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Gotw. Dancing to his left. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Escaping the pressure right. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Michael Thomas, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And it's up and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Ready? White 25. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Play fake. Winston. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. first down. Gone. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
14.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Give him 30 yards there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One last throw here for Goff. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Bucs, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Denver, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gotw. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.